Hi everyone, I'm Misty
I'm Bryce.
of Ontario Permaculture, and today we'd like to talk to you about permaculture romance. This month has been our anniversary month, and in the past we have celebrated with a Renaissance fair in honor of our Renaissance wedding. However, we couldn't do that for the last couple of years, and yet I still wanted to dress up fancy and dance and have nice music and things like that.
Of course.
So we decided to do a music video. We practice kaizen, which means we like to level up our skills incrementally all the time, a little bit every day.
Constant and never-ending daily improvement.
That's right. So all of the things we wish we could do, we practice doing them often, and we try and level up our skills that way. We have been dancing together now for 16 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I've enjoyed every moment of it. And we really like to add new moves. This helps stack functions because I also like to keep fit and flexible and strong. We work as partners all the time on the farm, so it's really good to have good choreography, to know where each other are going to be, and to have good skills as a team and good flexibility and strength independently as well.
As chefs, I always used to make an analogy that if you can dance around the people in your kitchen, you know that the meal is going to turn out right. So, yeah, know the steps.
Indeed. Indeed. So we found a song that we love. This one is a song that I have been using as sort of a hymn in my nature worship or my seasonal ceremonies.
Feeling good. By Nina Simone, covered by Michael Bublé.
And both versions are fantastic, and neither are the one that we're going to do, but inspired by them. And this is mostly to have an excuse to sing and dance and play and wear fancy things. Aside from that, we're also going to talk about how these things can help you in your own permaculture practice in the traditional sense of providing for yourself through integrated systems, particularly growing systems.
So let's have a look at this. This is the permaculture principle chart as drawn up by David Holmgren, one of the founders of permaculture. Now looking at the item bottom left, use small and slow solution. Well, that's the kaizen that we were talking about. So that applies in your garden, that applies in your home building and systems like that, but it also applies to your life and how you spend your time. So trying new skills and leveling them up as you go, use small and slow solutions. Looking at the violet circle, top left, creatively use and respond to change. Well, that's dancing in a nutshell right there. The same with the yellow circle, apply self-regulation and accept feedback. You see that in physical form when you're dancing with a partner. Again, looking bottom left, blue-green, integrate rather than segregate. Well, that's what we find when we take all of the family passions and bring them together into one project. We get to integrate all of our joys so that we can be building joys together. And that uses the principle as well, obtain a yield. A close family of well-adjusted individuals is the yield when you play together. Now, I love good charts, so I could go on and on. Of course, the rainbow colors are fabulous. But my point is that if you look at the social aspects of your life, how we're interacting as human beings, it makes a big difference if we consider permaculture principles and apply them thus. And when you've built a good society or family unit or working unit on these principles, then it makes it easier to implement practical solutions in your permaculture setup because you have a harmonious system.
One of the things I like about this is that I get to grow as a musician. I've been playing saxophone since grade school, as a matter of fact. But I hadn't picked it up for a very long time since we had kids. And now that I feel my kids are old enough that I can trust them around the saxophone, I've been playing that a lot more. So I've been focusing on learning this song specifically.
This highlights a point I wanted to bring up, which is permaculture homeschooling, stacking functions by teaching, by practicing. So
You only
rather
gotta stay
than
one
being,
lesson ahead of the kids.
well, it's a joke, but it's also true. And the other thing is teaching a love of learning and teaching how to learn and being humble in learning and being happy with leveling up is what it is to be a homeschooler. If
Your kids can see that you don't have to be a master to practice something. It makes it a lot less intimidating to take on new skills. Like I said, I like to dance because it uses muscles that are useful around the farm but don't get regular exercise. Dancing with others builds partnership skills and trust. It shows them that grown-ups can appreciate physical activity and you don't have to stop playing when you grow up.
Now it's ready to be paid and yes,
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonfly out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Oh, sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. And this old world is a new world and a bold world for me. For me. Stars, when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom, it's mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, yeah. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I feel so good. Feeling so good.
Woo-wee!
Well, that was fun.
Talk about kaizen. So here we are in September. At the beginning of the video, you might have noted it was July. Yeah, we're still celebrating now. This was a very challenging project. Almost every project that we take on is challenging. A typical term that has surrounded me through my life is ambitious. Well, this was ambitious, but ambitious has rewards. It has challenges and it has rewards. We have learned a lot about how to work with our new technology, how to do very complicated things just on our cell phone.
How to make a music video on a video program without actually having an audio program to record it with. And if any of you viewers have any tips on good audio programs we should get, please comment down below about that. Thank you.
Absolutely. So we've refreshed a lot of our dance moves, quite a few which don't even make it into the finished video, but there was a lot of practice in that way.
That's an important thing to remember here as well, is a lot of the things that we've done, our best work is usually done off camera, and some of our finest work never gets captured. But the stuff that does get captured, you know what, is good enough.
Good enough.
That's right.
We learned a lot through it. It was very challenging emotionally. I am wanting to put this feeling good out there as sort of a cheer up spell for the world, because I think a lot of people can use it.
You need to feel good.
But I find it very challenging to do anything that doesn't feel true. And a lot of times when it's, rainy, or the technology isn't working, or when animals or children are not in alignment with doing this work, that it can be hard to project feeling good. So we have come back through it again and again. And I think that that's really what I want to bring to the topic of permaculture romance, which is what started this off, is that romantic does not mean perfect or free from challenges. On the contrary,
Indeed.
we kind of dive right into challenges, and we knew it was going to happen, and it feels challenging, even though you do it completely on purpose. But it's an adventure, and through adventures, we grow and we learn. And what we think is most important is that we grow and we learn together. So when we're not in alignment, it's really hard to work together, but we find a space to come back to it, because ultimately what we want to do together, we both want. Yeah. And so we are working through it.
That's right. My personal challenges, I found it very interesting to approach the technological aspect. There were challenges there in sorting out our various video challenges, memory challenges, that was surprising bits, other things like that.
That is finding space.
Yes, indeed, yeah.
On the hard drive.
Hard drive memory challenges in our
But
in our
memories
technology.
were part of it too.
But it brings to mind that I'd like to also especially thank the people out there who have decided to support us, our Patreons, our GoFundMe, our fans who have contributed. Your
Super
contributions,
amazing.
It's amazing. They've been coming in while we've been working on this video, and it's something we're truly grateful. It does help us to feel very good to know that you people want to support us, and that you're contributing to it. And I want you to know that we'll be using it to help improve the technological aspects of bringing these videos to you, so that we can do better in the future, and that they'll be better for you, more entertaining and more visually appealing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for sitting through it. And I really hope that you decide to be adventurous and try out something new in the style of permaculture romance. And I hope you watch us again.